Live at 4, this is 13 News Now.
Tonight, a man accused of trying to break into a Hampton home is in the hospital.
Police say they shot the armed suspect several times this morning outside the home on Jacqueline Circle. Good evening, I'm Regina Mobley.
And I'm Janet Roach. 13 News Now reporter Nico Clemens is live in the neighborhood where this happened.
Yeah, police were out here for about 6 hours today. They just removed that crime scene tape about an hour ago, and most of their focus was on this home right behind me. Now, here's what I know so far what happened today. Police say a little after 9 this morning, somebody called about a burglary here on Jacqueline Circle. When police got out here, they saw the suspect, they saw the burglar outside the home. They tried to talk with him. There was some sort of interaction. That's when police say that burglar, that suspect, he charged at them. He came to them, or ran at them rather, with a knife. And that's when police shot that suspect at a home just 2 doors down in the driveway. Police say the people who live at this home, they know who the burglar is.
Shaking, calling my mom, calling my husband, saying, I don't know what's going on, but there's something seriously going on. I went around and made sure my house was locked down because I didn't know what was going on.
And it's not clear right now if the homeowners were home or not, or who called police, if it was a neighbor or the people at home. Police say those officers involved, they're on paid administrative leave pending an internal investigation and pending a criminal and internal investigation. We'll have much more coming up at 5 from neighbors. Live in Hampton, I'm Nico Clemens, 13 News Now.
All right, Nico, thanks a lot. And turning to the weather right now, not much over the radar, but looks like there's a little bit of activity coming our way. Let's check in with Evan to find out what's in store for tonight.
That's right. Certainly it was a warm day today. Temperatures up into the low 60s, but we are tracking showers and maybe even some snow mixing in into tomorrow morning as the system exits and that cold air rushes its way in. But almost like a beach day out there. Currently 62 degrees. Norfolk International Airport, 61 Williamsburg, 58 in Newport News, 62 Edenton, even out in Currituck, 68 Melfa, which is one of our usually cooler spots up on the eastern shore. You're at 57, so some very mild temperatures. But as you saw on the radar, we are tracking that next system working its way in from the west. It's a cold front that'll slide through here later tonight, and on the back side of it, some really cold air that's changing that rain over to snow through portions of Indiana, Illinois, and Kentucky, and we could see that change over here into tomorrow morning. So let's use Futurecast, time things out for you first through the evening, generally looking at those clouds thickening up, and by 11 o'clock that rain just starting to work its way into the Richmond, Petersburg area. That'll slide in overnight, and then as that cold air comes rushing in behind it, we'll stop it here at 5 o'clock in the morning tomorrow. We could see that rain start to mix with and change over to some sleet and snow, and then quickly wind its way down by about 9 o'clock. And much like Monday, this is coming on the heels of a very warm day today, 62 degrees, and also a lot of rain. So we're not looking at much accumulating on the roadways. However, you could get a quick dusting on the tops of cars, decks, grass, mulch, things like that. But notice even by 9 o'clock, everything moving out quickly and temperatures dropping through the afternoon. We'll time things out a little bit more coming up in a few minutes, and I'll have a little bit of a warmer forecast for at least part of the weekend coming up in just a few minutes.
All right, thanks, Evan. Right now, detectives are looking for a killer after they found a man dead inside a Norfolk home. That home is on West Little Creek Road near Hampton Boulevard. Police have identified the victim as 46-year-old Clifford B. Duty III. 13 News Now reporter Elise Brown spoke with the victim's neighbors.
There are 3 apartments inside of this home. I spoke with one woman who says she had a hard time sleeping last night after finding out somebody killed her neighbor.
It's weird to think that, like, you know, something happened right below where I sleep.
This woman is shaken. Someone found her downstairs neighbor dead just before 7:30 Wednesday night. The home sits on the corner of West Little Creek Road and Sherland Avenue.
He was just an overall good guy. He would cut the grass. He would pick up litter that he found.
The last time she saw her neighbor alive was Saturday.
And he was playing with his kid on the trampoline that he just got him.
She says her neighbor loved his young son immensely.
I mean, his kid, that was his life was just surrounded by him playing with his dad and having a good time. It's just kind of sad that now his dad's gone.
Tamara Jones says she used to see her neighbor while she waited for the bus.
Used to come out and walk the dog every morning.
Police are collecting evidence, piecing together the clues as to who killed the father and why.
It's crazy. I'm shocked.
My prayers are with his family.
Police are investigating. If you have any information, you're asked to call the crime line. In Norfolk, Elise Brown, 13 News Now.
A rude awakening for neighbors in Suffolk. FBI agents swarmed a mobile home this morning. Happened just before 8 o'clock off Magnolia Lakes Drive. That's near Nansemond Parkway and Portsmouth Boulevard. 13 News Now reporter Megan Shin is live there with what we know about this investigation.
Good evening, you guys. Well, neighbors say behind me at the Magnolia Lakes mobile home parks, they did see multiple, including possibly 5 unmarked vehicles. And then they saw law enforcement, including the FBI, going in and out of one particular mobile home. Now, the FBI tells us that this was because they had a court authorized law enforcement order, but those case files and documents are sealed now. I spoke with Will Cutchins, who says he lives right next door to the action.
Honestly, the people who were a part of it seemed to be on their job and acting responsibly, making sure that everyone in the neighborhood was safe. So, there's something to be appreciated about that.
Stay with us for 13 News Now at 5. We have reaction from one parent who actually took the picture of the FBI at the scene. Reporting live in Suffolk, I'm Megan Shin, 13 News Now. Back to you guys.
A man accused of murdering 2 people in Newport News last summer surrenders in Texas. Amos Arroyo had been on the run for more than 6 months. Police believe he shot his ex-girlfriend and her father to death back in July. Authorities say Arroyo fled to Georgia immediately after the killings and at some point went to Texas. Arroyo will stay in custody there until he can be sent back to Virginia.
Virginia Attorney General Mark Herring is threatening legal action if the Trump administration moves forward with offshore drilling off our coast. Today, Herring sent a letter to the U.S. Secretary of Interior Ryan Zinke asking him to cancel his plans to allow offshore exploration. He also told Zinke about the, quote, unacceptable risk to the Commonwealth's coastal economies, environments, and military installations if the plan moves forward.
Virginia International Terminals is getting new cranes, and the first shipment arrives in Portsmouth tomorrow. They will be the first of 86 cranes to make the journey from Finland to Hampton Roads. This is all part of the $695 million expansion project underway at the region's ports. 13 News Now will have a live report on the cranes coming in tomorrow at daybreak.
A massive new watertight fixture is changing the way submarines are built in Newport News. This 400 metric ton, 80-foot tall device is new to Newport News Shipbuilding. The company says it will allow crews to build subs quicker and more efficiently. The fixture is expected to be fully operational later this year. It will first be used to work on the submarine Utah.
Summer vacation could be cut short for some Virginia students if the so-called King's Dominion law is changed. That law restricts schools from starting before Labor Day unless they get a waiver from the Virginia Department of Education. This week, 2 bills to change that passed the House. Those bills would allow school districts to decide when to start. The bills will move to the Senate next.
The Norfolk Real Estate Tax Relief Program is accepting 2018 applications now through June 1st. Senior or disabled homeowners who live in their homes may get a break or deferment on their taxes. And here's the eligibility criteria. You must be 65 or permanently disabled. Combined income of everyone living in the home cannot exceed $67,000 a year. Net worth, not counting the home, cannot be more than $350,000. You can apply at any Department of Human Services office.
The deadline to apply for VDOT's toll relief program is February 15th. To apply, head down to the Easy Pass customer service centers in Norfolk and Portsmouth. To qualify, you must make $30,000 a year or less. You must live in Norfolk or Portsmouth and use the Midtown and downtown tunnels.